Hey yo, it's me, Lucky Bastard. Today we have a very special occasion, something to celebrate. It's the 100 subscriber special. We already passed 100 subscribers since I started making this video. Channel is growing super fast, it's amazing. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. Just about 2 months ago I started uploading my content to YouTube. And already I'm passing 100 subscribers, and I also already broke the 100,000 views, which is basically the next milestone that I should be making a special for. But well, I guess it's the 100 special now for the 100,000 views and for the 100 subscribers, because I can't make a special every day. So the theme for this special, aside from being the 100 special, I mean the theme for the video is just showing some nice invasions that I had with a lot of my characters. So I'm going basically from the lowest level character up to the highest, and it's also going from the least number of opponents up to, well, the maximum number of opponents, which is a 3v1. So every clip is getting progressively more intense in terms of level and opponents. The first one you saw was a duel at starting class level to start things up. This guy I dueled with was a pretty cool opponent. We were pretty equal, we could both kill each other in about 3 hits. Here you see a 2v1. Although those guys weren't extremely dangerous, it was just me underestimating the bleed. As always, at low level the bleed is just so strong. And I wanted to parry this guy, but in the end I did it. Okay, so the next clip is already level 33, and in the beginning I do a little mistake there, because usually in Elden Ring you cannot slide over a ledge while attacking. If you are not moving forwards by using the stick but attacking, you cannot slide over a ledge. The game just prevents you from falling. But in case of an elevator ledge, this doesn't count. The game doesn't account for the elevator ledge as a ledge, really. So yeah, I slipped off and kinda interrupted my own move, but now at least it's led to a nice duel with this guy. He's using the Dragon Scale Blade, which is a pretty cool weapon. It's a katana that has this frost lightning buff. It's at the same time pretty strong lightning and also frost proccing. So there it was, super close, certified lucky bastard moment, and in the end this kinda anime finish, we both jumping at each other, and I just got the better hitbox from my claymore. So now we're in the next fight, and it's again a 2v1. There's some really nice hitbox corn in this clip. This Bloodhound Fang is actually a weapon that is sometimes hard to dodge in my opinion, because it has a lot of phantom range. But then also the slashes are super diagonally, and if you stand at the right spot you can just kinda duck below them sometimes. But you see there, I'm getting hit, there I'm getting hit again, but that was basically just a bait for him to get reckless and give me the backstab. And now, well, I just have the upper hand by a lot. The next clip is showcasing some, in my opinion, not very honorable behavior from my opponent there. He's like super try-hard. I mean, he's actually getting really mad at me, and in the end he even... I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. You will see by yourself. So it starts as a 1v1 kinda, and he's super aggressive. And well, I have to get some distance from him in order to heal, and now he's getting a little cocky. But he regrets it pretty fast. He's kind of underestimating me, I think, because as I said, he's super try-hard and extremely gigantic ego guy. But he's actually summoning blues, and there's a blue coming up and they're attacking me together, obviously. And I'm displaying some of my flaming strike skills, which are just above his apparently, because I'm just punishing his flaming strike with my flaming strike by just spacing it perfectly. And now something weird happens. I'm attacking the blue and he's just stopping there, and he's sending home both of the blues. The second one was already on the way, but not in the frame yet. And I was thinking, okay, maybe this guy is going for a duel, and I was almost ready to bow there, but then he just sucker punches me. And okay, it's a 1v1, but it's definitely not a duel. So I'm also not respecting him, you know, while he's attacking the PvE there, and I just keep attacking him. And he's also healing and stuff, so am I. And he's just trying to get this cheap victory with those double rapiers, but I'm not giving it to him. I'm spacing this double rapier with the heal. And now we're basically trading. I catch him with another flaming strike, and now something weird happens. He tries to heal, I deny it. He tries to heal again, I deny it again. And now the ultimate combo, Alt F4. He just ends the game or whatever, and well, just leaves me behind. Not giving me the W I deserve. Or the loss I deserve. I mean, I'm taking an L if my opponent is better than me. It's not like I really care. But in this case, he definitely cared, and he also, well, wrote some pretty salty comments afterwards and called me a meta spammer and stuff, even though he obviously used the same Ash of War. I mean, we traded flaming strikes, so it's not like I used something that he didn't. And he was also poisoning me and all this shit and being like really toxic about it, but okay. Anyway, in this clip we see a very rare 2v2 in the beginning. Another invader and myself, we were waiting next to the host for him to get his support, his blue, in order to have a 2v2. But this blue did not really, you know, he did not really stick to dual rules or whatever, so he was healing and stuff. So in the end I also healed after defeating the blue, just because I would have killed this blue way faster if he did not heal, so in my opinion it was just fair to also heal after that. Aside from that, if you have a 2v2 in the arena or something, you also get a heal for killing another player. So there I displayed my very rare ganking abilities. Well, not proud at that, but it was a 2v2, so in the end if one person dies then it's a 2v1, and I'm sure if my teammate had died I would have also been ganked, so well. So now we are entering the first 3v1, and I'm trying to catch those guys with the Black Flame Tornado, which is a very good option for 3v1s. Because you just have this circle around you, and basically everything that enters this circle is taking tons of damage. I was really surprised by this samurai suddenly jumping on the elevator. I did not see him coming whatsoever. But now I'm kind of in this 3v1 situation, and I'm using this ledge here to cancel my Estus and get away with a heal completely unscathed. And now I'm trying to recoup kinda after this corner and try to catch them in the Black Flame Tornado again, but the guys are being careful, more and more careful. And especially this guy with the great shield and this Godfrey's dragon hand or whatever, I don't know what it's called really. He's being pretty good, I must say, and I'm again kinda spamming the Black Flame Tornado and I get the first guy down. And now they're separated, the host is at the very top and this Great Shield guy is in the middle, and I'm attacking him. And as you see, the guy, he's definitely knowledgeable about what he has to do in order to defend against my attacks. He's using the shield pretty well. I'm trying to get another Black Flame Tornado in there, but the host is denying it himself. And now something really cool happens. I'm trying to get the Black Flame Tornado here, and the guy, he's doing the perfect thing by blocking the beginning of the Black Flame Tornado and then backstabbing me out of it. That was really cool. I must give him that. That was a great move. So I'm recognizing that the Black Flame Tornado is definitely not gonna work against those guys, and I'm switching to my trusty Flaming Strike Halberd again. And now I'm catching this guy with the Flaming Strike, and he's being surrounded also by the PvE, and that's it for him. So only the host left, and he's wiggling at me there for a second. And well, he forgot to roll there, he just tried to run away, maybe he tried to run to the boss or something, but I just took him down very easily. So the next clip, this is at level 55 now, this is my 55 character. It's kind of a pyromancer. I mean, those lower level characters, they are only like min-max characters. They just have the minimum stats to be able to wield all the weapons I like. This character is actually not really min-maxed. He's a low-level pyromancer. He even has less HP than my level 33 character by a little bit. But he has some faith above 30, I think, just to be able to cast those nice pyromancies, those big fireballs and stuff. So this guy I'm kind of dueling here. I mean, it's the Phantom, so there has to be a host somewhere, but I'm kind of dueling this guy, and he's using the Serpent Hunter Spear, which is kind of, well, I don't want to say a try-hard weapon, but yeah, it basically is a try-hard weapon, because at the moment the crouch poke is probably the strongest crouch poke in the game, maybe aside from other great spears, but it's basically what Colossal Swords were in the beginning before they patched them. It just has this great forward thrust with a lot of hyper armor. But the guy gets pulled down by the Call of the Abyss and he just drops. I don't know why, but it seemed like he was doing it on purpose. And the host just falls within seconds, with some help of the Abductor Virgin. In this clip I see some guys killing a dragon, and that's something that I absolutely cannot stand. Everyone who watches my channel knows that I'm a big dragon lover and I always protect the dragon. But yeah, this makes me quite angry and I'm now attempting murder on those guys. But they're actually not too bad. This one guy just landed a lucky headshot with his throwing knife on me. I'm running away for a second to be able to heal. They're not even chasing me or anything, because they know that if they chase me into the other dragons, they will have to fight them and me at the same time, so they're just waiting for me there to come back, and I am coming back. This big fireball I threw there was basically just a distraction to get a few seconds with the host, and it kind of worked. And now this flaming strike almost takes both of them out, and well, the follow-up just clears them up. There's another 2v1. This time there is a super overlevel kind of babysitter situation. And this guy with Moog's Spear, which is probably one of the strongest great spears in the game. It has this extremely strong AoE bleed effect. And the very strongest shield in the game, at least in terms of defense values, this fingerprint shield. But you need to be aware of your stamina all the time. If you keep shield poking and also sprinting while blocking and stuff, you don't regenerate the stamina, and if your stamina is all used up, then you get guard broken, like it just happened to him. And then this is just a perfect finish to the situation. The host just goes down in one hit. That was the one and only hit that I directed at the host, and it was a riposte and just ended the whole thing. So this is a very funny invasion. It's also 2v1, and in the beginning you see we are emoting at each other, and this one mage is shooting at the host while he's waving at me, so I'm pointing down at this mage because he just interrupted him, you know, unhonorably during a gesture. And now we're kind of setting up the space for our fight, and it's a very climactic thing there, and I'm trying to parry his first slash, but it doesn't work, and the host immediately goes for a backstab. And this is kind of a sucker move in my opinion. I mean, I was obviously trying to fight the guy, and the host just went from behind and backstabbed me on my first attack, or first move basically. And there, in this invasion, I have a couple certified lucky bastard moments, like right there, I dodged this moon veil, it would definitely have killed me. But I'm using those stairs to just get away from them for a second, and now I'm almost killing the host. It's so close, but I'm also being down to like 5 HP in this moment. So I'm not able to capitalize off of this great opportunity to kill the host. But then the Phantom gets a little cocky and he runs into my big fireball, and now the tables have turned pretty much and I'm chasing him. And there we go. Got rid of the Phantom, and now the host by himself is not really a big threat at all. He's rapier is not doing a lot of damage, so I'm just pulling out my parry shield and finishing it. Finishing it in style, I must say. Okay, so now we're in the 3v1 area again. And those guys are definitely sweaty. They are not giving me an easy time. They're pretty thirsty and trying to kill me quickly. But I'm not giving them this satisfaction, as you might already expect. I have some tricks up my sleeve. Some weapon arts that work really well for being outnumbered. And well, at first I'm going to use this cover, this church or building or whatever, to get some heals when I run around the corners. And I'm also just kinda training them to run around the corners carelessly. So I'm kinda establishing this, yeah, I'm running away and I'm using the corner to heal thing, so that they just sprint around the corner, maybe even do a running attack while doing that, and you know, don't really think about it anymore. And the fact that they do that, I'm going to use in this exact moment to set up the Stormhawk axe right behind the corner, and already two guys are running in, one of them is going down, the other one survived on a slither of health. So yeah, once their speed and aggressiveness already cost them a guy, and now I'm just doing it again. Didn't even set it up behind a corner or something this time, I don't want to be too predictable. Swapping back to my Flaming Strike halberd, all trustworthy. Unfortunately the Stormhawk maneuver was not enough to get rid of the second guy. But it's super close here for the host. I'm spoiling that this guy who has the shield is the host in this situation. They're all yellow, so it's hard to tell. The double curved sword guy is being less thirsty for some reason. He's trying to bleed and frost me at the same time. But yeah, now he's getting a little bit too confident, and suddenly a dog comes from behind and finishes the job. And this dog is gonna be very important for the end of this invasion, because not only does he take the last hit on the Phantom, he also takes the last hit on the host. And well, I'm not saying that I desperately needed help of this dog, but it's definitely appreciated. Okay, now we're entering level 150 territory. This is actually my highest level build that I have on Elden Ring, except for maybe a test build that I made just for testing some weapons and some poise damage after the patch and stuff. This is a level 150 Pyromancer, basically the same as the 55 Pyromancer, except 100 levels higher almost. So he has a lot of faith, and all my fire moves are hitting pretty hard. And I also have 60 vigor for having a decent health pool, which is pretty important for PvP. I cannot stress that enough. So in this situation you will see something very unusual. I'm using the Flame of the Fell God, I think it's called. It's this giant fireball that floats around, and I'm just using it as kind of an area denial move to keep the host away from the Phantom, and it totally works out. I get enough time with the Phantom to get rid of him, and now it's a 1v1 between me and the host. And the host is spamming a lot, and I'm kind of falling for it for a while. But now I will try to outplay him a bit more. I'm missing a few hits there, and there's also again some nice hitboxes there from his spinning moves. But now it's my turn for attacking. And I'm getting a few nice hits in also with Catch Flame and the Halberd as combo. Like the one is basically for close combat and the other one for mid-range. But he gets a heal off. And I'm buffing my weapon with the Flaming Strike, so I deal more damage to him, and my combos will eventually take him all the way down. And again, a few hits, and that's it. Catching him with the Catch Flame, that's what it's made for, that's what it's named after. And finishing the invasion. The next one I'm starting off by kinda ambushing those guys, and I sniped this dude off the branch. And I for a moment thought it would be over, but it's not, because he just didn't fall to his death, he just fell to this lower platform here. And in this moment I recognized that it's not a 2v1, it's actually a 3v1, and the third guy was standing above and casting this bubble at me. So I'm retreating, because this is not a good area. There is no PvE at all in this first part of this area. And I don't really want to fight 3 guys, also if they have some big AoE magic. So I'm retreating to the other side of the Rod Lake here and using my great bow to put some pressure on them from afar. And that's what I'm successfully doing there. I'm almost killing the host. He's just barely fast enough to heal after this hit. And now I'm recognizing that I'm also being shot at by a jar cannon with those lightning explosive great bolts or whatever. And I'm shooting back at this guy, and in the moment I hit him, I use this opportunity to again shoot at the host. And they are using some heal miracles, I mean incantations over there, while I'm still being shot at, so it's kind of a weird situation. The host and one of his fingers is hiding behind this rock, and the other finger is shooting at me from a safe distance. And I'm getting hit a lot there. This one hit was even very dangerous and put me close to the edge. So I'm kinda contemplating life at this moment. And now I see that the other finger is also shooting at me with his madness laser. So I'm deciding to just bail and take them from a different angle, which is more safe because I'm not standing right next to the abyss and also not standing within the Scarlet Rod. So now I'm shooting at them from up here, which is a way better position. And I see that the host, he is by himself over there, and I get some nice shots at him. But he's actually dodging my shot with a fat roll. I timed this very poorly. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can shoot him with a big fireball from up here. But then I slip over the edge and, well, I'm getting shot at by the madness laser, and there he's super lucky that I missed him. And I'm super lucky that they're missing me. So it's just a very lucky situation there for kind of both of us that we're still alive. And now he's on the branch, I'm right behind him with the great bow, and I'm finishing him off. And that's the 3v1. And that's also the end for this video. I thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, you're really legendary, and you should really consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't yet. This video was long enough, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I'm just gonna say that the music was once again made by my band Lucky and the Old Star Gang. And thank you so much again to my 100+ subscribers for your support. Alright, have a good one guys, see you soon.